Yes, here. This is your host Brian, and I've got a episode for you today. Episode 161, Week 6 edition. I'm going to go through the top games of Week 6. We're going to give you the awesome NCAA schedule we got going on here. We got some good games going on this weekend, so make plans for that. We got the MLB playoffs and a little bit of headlines here for you as well. Right on the other side of our intro. All right, guys, welcome in. Welcome in. So glad to be here with you on a Friday afternoon. Doing things a little earlier today. When Jeff's not on, we can do it earlier, and I'd rather do it earlier so I can go to bed at a decent time for my job I got to do tomorrow. But with all being said, we're gonna give you the top games of Week 6. I got 4 games that are going to be or should be pretty good in the NFL. We don't know because we can't predict them, right? This season's been really hard to predict on who's going to win these games. We've got a lot of teams that are pretty mediocre right now. We've got a lot of teams. We got a couple teams that are overachieving. We got a couple teams that aren't playing as well. So it's interesting to see. We got some upsets. With the Giants are 4-1. The Cowboys are 4-1 with a hurt, with a backup quarterback. No one expected the Eagles to be 5-0. There's a lot of hype there over the offseason, but no one expected 5-0. So we got some teams that are making it hard to predict, and that's what we love about football, right? It's any given Sunday, anybody has a chance to win. So that being said, let's jump into the top games of the week. And the top game of the week is going to be the Bills traveling to Kansas City to take on the Chiefs. You got Josh Allen versus Mahomes. And last year, after Mahomes beat Josh Allen in the playoffs, his first words to him at the end of the game was, "We have a lot more of these," because he knew they were going to play each other again. He knew they're going to battle it out. And this is going to be the two teams that are going to battle it out in the AFC for quite a bit, for quite a long time, because you got two great quarterbacks who are young and get the job done. And this is going to be a great game. Fantastic game. I hope it's on in my area so I'm able to watch it. I don't have the NFL Sunday ticket. I can't wait for the NFL Sunday ticket to go to Apple. I do have Apple TV, and maybe I'll be able to afford it there. I don't know how that's going to work, but I do not have it, so it's tough to catch all the games. Yes, Cat. Cat says go Chiefs, and this game's gonna be very tough, Cat. As you know, the Buffalo Bills are really good, but I picked the Chiefs to win this game. I picked them because, one, they're at home, and I think being at home is a major advantage, especially when you're going up against another tough opponent. You got Kansas City is a hard place to play in. Their fan base gets pretty wild there, and Mahomes has been really good this year. Now, these are two top scoring offenses. The Bills got back on track last week after blowing out the Steelers defense 38-3. But the Chiefs have been winning games, and they had a little blunder against the Colts. We won't hold too much against them there. My Packers just lost to the Giants, so it's not too sun shining on my side of the field either. But I got the Chiefs winning that one, Cat. I projected them to win. Craig went with the Bills, which is understandable. This is going to be a great game. It's two heavyweights in the ring, ready to go. So I'm interested to see who's going to win that game. But I took the Chiefs in that one, just for you, Cat. Just for you. You've got the Cowboys Sunday Night Football traveling to Philadelphia for the first matchup of the season. This is going to be should be a pretty interesting game. You've got Dak Prescott's not going to play this week. Okay, he's not going to play. You've got defense versus defense, and this offense for the Eagles, I don't trust yet. I don't trust just scoring 20 points and holding on to victories. They have a college-style offense, and that can work. I just don't know I just don't know. Yes, Cat. Well, boo for Craig. Yes, I agree. I agree. Um, I just don't know if that style of offense is going to win you a championship, right? I just don't know. And the Eagles are that way. They don't. I'm not afraid of Jalen Hurts, but he's made that step this season. He's better this year than he was last year. That's what you want to see out of your quarterback. He's definitely better. The Cowboys struggle against running quarterbacks. This game could go either way. I think if Dak Prescott's in, they win this game. Easily. This one will be tough because the Eagles haven't faced a defense this good yet. We haven't seen Hurts been tested yet with a great defense. Um, so we're going to see that this week. And for all you Cowboy fans out there, your defense is elite. Your defense is legit, and that's a Super Bowl winning defense. The way you're playing right now. This front line getting to the quarterback, causing mayhem in the backfield. Micah Parsons has 2 sacks a game. It seems like absolute beast. The offense is doing enough to get by. You know, Cooper Rush's quarterback play has not been fantastic. It hasn't killed you though. So that's been the big difference. This will be the biggest tough for Cooper Rush. This defense gets the quarterback at a higher rate. They're really good. They're really good in coverage as well. So it's going to be a challenge for Cooper Rush. But I have the Cowboys winning this game. I thought about going with the Eagles. I thought about home field advantage here, but I'm going to go with Dallas. You know, I picked the Rams last week. They dominated the Rams. I said, okay, maybe the Cowboys team is for real because of this defense. It's not Cooper Rush winning these games. Let's not get this mixed up. It is this defense winning this game. This defense is held opponents below 20 points. This defense has not allowed 2 touchdowns in one game by a single team yet. That's fantastic. They keep this up all year. They will compete on a long run in the playoffs. And their offense should go up when Dak gets back. You should be a dominant football team when Dak gets back. And there's no excuses when Dak comes back. When Dak comes back, you better be winning. You better be winning than just barely getting by. And you better make a deep run this year, or it's going to look really bad on Dak Prescott. And that's a total fact. If Cooper Rush can get this team winning games and keep on winning, and Dak comes in and can't, then you got an issue at quarterback. But I do have the Cowboys winning this game. I think the defense is going to make Hurts throw some bad footballs, causing some interceptions. They're going to be able to frustrate this offense, and I think they're going to get the win. I can see it going either way, but I got Cowboys picking this up. I can't pick against them this week. Vikings going to Miami, and this game is only going to be interesting if Tua Tagovailoa is actually playing. He should be. I believe he is. I don't know how much we can hold him out for a concussion if he's not showing any signs of a concussion, right? If he's not showing any signs, I don't understand why we're putting him out. Also, Teddy Bridgewater went out last week because he showed signs, didn't show signs of concussion, but it's the new rule they put in. The word starts with an A, like axia or something. If they see any kind of wobbling, last week Teddy Bridgewater didn't show any signs of concussion because someone in the booth said he looked a little wobbly, he had to sit him out. Interesting. I don't know how. I know we're looking at player safety, and that's a big topic, but I think Tua Tagovailoa should be able to play this game, and if so, it should be a pretty good game. I really like Miami's head coach. I really think he's doing things differently there, and I like this team. I have the Vikings winning this game just because I don't know if Tua is playing. If Tua is playing, I would probably pick Miami, but the Vikings have been sneakily good this year. They've been playing really well. Kirk Cousins has been playing better with a better offensive coordinator, or the head coach is offensive minded. They're getting these players involved. This team's been pretty healthy. This defense is playing better. I got the Vikings winning in Miami. I think it's a lot closer if Tua's playing. I probably picked the Miami Dolphins, but they also got to get back on that chemistry because they were playing really well until Tua got hurt. And when he went down, obviously they started losing games. So, but I got Minnesota winning this one. And my fourth game of the week, and I put it on here, is the Ravens traveling to New York to play the Giants. And the reason I put this on here is because we're going to find out if the Giants are for real. They played Green Bay last week. They beat us. We had some boneheaded head coaching decisions. Our defensive coordinator is an absolute joke this year, playing soft defense. I got to go on a Green Bay rant, not this episode, but at some point this season, because it was just absolutely asinine last week of what we did and losing to the Giants. And I'm glad I got other sports to watch because Packers might not be that good this year. But I put this game on here because I picked the Ravens to win. I think they should win. They should win heavily. But Brian Daboll's got this team playing for him. We've had a resurgence of Saquon Barkley. Jones isn't a turnover machine this season so far. I know it's early, but he hasn't been turning over the football like he usually has. And they're playing decent football. They're winning games. Now, winning ugly is still a win, right? A win is a win is a win is a win. No matter what, you take things from it positively because you won, right? You're a positive attitude. You take things from it, try and get better. But I got the Ravens should win. And we're going to find out how true of a team that the Giants are because this is going to be a really good test for them. We thought last week was going to be a test for them. But look, I know Green Bay is, how do I say this? They're great at choking. They're great at not living up to expectations. So, but those are the top games of the week for you. This NCAA schedule this weekend is going to be awesome. We got some awesome games to watch. I'm glad I'll be home for the most part to watch most of them. So I got to lubricate those. The voice box there. If I don't, I get a little dried out. But you got Penn State traveling to Michigan, number 10 Penn versus number 5 Michigan at 11 a.m. on Fox. This should be a pretty good game. This is going to be a true test for Michigan. We're going to know if they're for real or not. If they beat the Penn State, then we're going to say, okay, they're looking like they're a legit team. But I don't believe the hype on Michigan because they always let you down. Usually, so we'll see. I don't know much about Penn State this season. Honestly, they're number 10, top 10 team in the league. It should be a good watch there. Two teams going at it. You got Iowa State traveling to number 22 Texas, and let me tell you what, Iowa's a decent football team. Texas is Texas. I feel bad for Texas, okay, because I'm not a big Texas. I'm not a Longhorn fan. Okay, let me just tell you that I'm just not a Longhorn fan. There's a lot of hype in this organization that they don't live up to on a regular basis. But I feel like if Quentin Ewers stayed healthy, they'd probably beat Alabama, and they're a top 3 football team in the national in the NCAA. They probably win the next week, and they're probably undefeated right now, looking to be a top 5 football team, top 3 if Quentin Ewers plays healthy or stays healthy. So I kind of feel bad for them because they should be higher up. They definitely should be higher up than what they are. And sorry, I left the game off here. I don't know how I left it off, but Texas should be better. So they're going to be Iowa. They'll probably move up the ranks a little bit more. But right now they're at number 22, and I think if Quentin Ewers, and I think a lot of Longhorns fans would believe me or agree with me, if he was healthy, they're a higher ranked football team, and they're probably undefeated. Big game of the week. I don't know how this isn't the night game. I honestly don't know. It should be. You've got Bama traveling to Tennessee. You got number 3 Bama going to number 6 Tennessee. You're playing at 2:30 on CBS. That's the game I will be locked into. That game is going to be a good one. You know, Obviously, if Bama's quarterback is healthy and Bryce Young, they probably win this game. They're playing a backup quarterback. They're on the road in the Tennessee. Tennessee's been a pleasant surprise this year. They've been a really good football team, playing the fundamentals, playing really good football. They're surprised me at number 6 here, honestly. I got Tennessee winning this game. I think they win this game, and I think it's close. I think that the rookie quarterback over there for Bama makes a couple bad decisions, and Tennessee is able to play some good defense, and I think they win. But it should be a pretty good football game either way. You got number 15 North Carolina State traveling to number 18 Syracuse. Should be a decent, hard fought game. Give me North Carolina State. I do like Michigan State or Michigan to win against Penn State. Again, if I'm throwing these picks out here, number 7 USC travels to number 20 Utah. Give me USC on this one. They'll probably go in there and dominate. This offense is high powered with their head coach, so I got them beating Utah. But it would be a good upset if Utah could win. The game I forgot was number 8 Oklahoma versus TCU, baby, number 13. Now, TCU to me is a surprise at 13. Sonny Dice coming in. We're 5-0. We haven't lost a game. We dominated Oklahoma the week before the Texas Longhorns did. We've been looking really good. We played a hard-fought game last week and won. We're finding ways to win these football games. Sonny Dykes has got this team playing for him. I really like this football team. Oklahoma State's been strong. They're number 8 in the nation right now. They're playing really well and pretty good football. This should be a great football. It's at 2:30 as well. I'm probably going to have to give this one to Oklahoma State. But if we beat Oklahoma State and move up to probably the top 10, probably be number 10, number 9 there, I'm not going to pick against them the rest of the way. I picked against them against Oklahoma. I just thought Oklahoma was going to be too powerful. But we dominated the game. And Oklahoma has been dealing with a bunch of injuries and everything else. So those are my games of the week to watch out for. We got some really good football this weekend, guys, especially college football. And then you got the big dogs there, the Chiefs and Bills playing on Sunday. So should be a good, very good football weekend for us to watch. I'm super excited. I'm getting my haircut at 11. I didn't plan that out very well. But I'll have to come home and catch up on these games. The MLB playoffs have started, guys. You guys know this already. There's a game going on right now, and it's the Guardians at New York. And right now, the Guardians are up 3-2 in the 10th inning. They went to the extra inning. They were rained out last night. So we're looking. The Yankees have got the 1-0 series lead in this game. So, or in this series, 1-0 this series. So we'll see if the Guardians can hold off. Every series other than that and the Houston series are 1-1. And this game was actually supposed to be played last night, but it got delayed. It got delayed last night because of rain. Now, Houston has been getting the job done. Seattle had a big lead in game 1. They gave it up with a shocker. They gave up 3 runs in the 9th inning to lose that game. And then they also lost last night 4-2. So Houston needs one more win. Stick a fork in Seattle because they're done. They're not going to come back and beat this Houston team. I thought it was 4 of 7, best of 7, but no, it's best of 5 there. So Houston needs one win. They will get that win. Kudos to the Mariners. They put up a fight. They got this far. No one expected them to be here. They broke a 20-year or 21-year drought. Good for them. They're a very young baseball team. It sucks they're in my division because they're going to be good for quite a bit if they keep this up, but Houston's going to be moving on. Braves and Phillies are playing right now, top of the second, 0 outs. You got that series tied up at 1-1. The Phillies are able to come in and win that game the other night, and then the Dodgers and Padres split as well. We've had some really good baseball, guys. Hope you guys are tuning into these games. Dodgers and Padres play tonight, Game 3, and see who could take that lead, because I feel like whoever wins Game 3 has a really good shot at taking the series. If you going up 2-1, and the Houston Astros look strong, as much as it pains me to say because they cheat. Pains me to say that they're a good baseball team. Guardians just took another run. It's 4-2 Guardians top of the 10th, 0 outs. We'll be checking back in between that, but that's your playoffs, Major League playoff bracket there. We've had some really good some really good baseball this playoffs, and hockey started last night, guys. And my goodness, so I do want to get on here and apologize. I posted yesterday that Craig would be coming on here and doing his Craig hockey hat trick, and we've got so much sports to cover in such a short amount of time that that Craig's got to do this on the side. So he was going to come on here and do it last night. Restream is what we use to stream to multiple services at one time, and it crashed last night, and we could not jump on here to do it. He will come back next week on Thursday and pop that out for you. Stars win last night 4-1. Great. They look great. They scored 2 goals in the first period and finished up with one more in each other period. They went into Nashville and beat them handily. So this second game will be probably a bounce back game for them. And the the Dallas Stars look really good. Robinson had a goal last night, or had an assist. Sagan had 3 assists. So they're moving that puck around. Jay Ottinger had 32 saves. He's a really good goalie. I think this team is set up for success. Their head coach has got them playing well. I know it's game 1. He had him playing well though. And they have a 19-year-old rookie that they have to figure out if they want to sign this guy or not. And he scored in his first. They got 9 days. Craig told me they got 9 days to sign him if they want to sign him to a contract or not. He's 19. Wyatt Johnson scored his first goal last night. The Stars, I believe, scored on the first shot of the night last night. So, Mason Marchman had 2 goals last night. He was looking for the hat trick. He didn't get there, but just a good look for the Dallas Stars and a good start for them. Let's see. Let me go back to scores here. 4-1 Stars. You got the Sabres taking a 4-1 lead over the Senators. Flyers beat the Devils 5-2. We got a lot of scoring so far this year. Penguins 6-2 over the Coyotes. I hope you guys are starting to get into some hockey, man. The Kraken took care of business and won 4-1. Golden Knights took out the Blackhawks 1-0, and the Flames took out the Avalanche 5-3. I'm surprised to see Avalanche give up 5 goals, but there's been a lot more scoring that I've noticed in hockey since the last time I really watched it. But I hope you guys are tuning in for some hockey. It is. Let me tell you what, guys. I know a lot of people are big on the NFL, which I am, and baseball and stuff. And basketball is about to get started, but NHL, I started watching it again last year during the playoffs. Said, man, I got to get back into this. I've been a Dallas Stars fan. I was growing up as a kid. I'm gonna get back in and start watching. I got to go to a couple games this year as well. Take my brother, Craig, that's on the podcast. We'll go to a couple games hopefully. But when you watch a sporting event and you get 2 different experiences, right? When you watch it on TV and when you go to the game. Baseball, I prefer in person, but I can watch it on the game. I can watch 9 innings of a baseball game, no problem. Basketball is weird in person to me. I've only been to one when I was a little younger. It just seemed weird. The sounds you hear on the TV and the sounds you hear in there is a little bit different. I'd rather watch it on TV. I think you get better angles than you are watching it at home or watching it in person. Football, a lot of the times I'd rather watch it at home unless I'm going to see my team play in person or I'm going to Lambeau Field. Dallas Cowboy Stadium is great. It's a fun experience. It's fun to go there, but I'd rather see the game being broadcasted and stuff like that on my 85-inch TV right here. Hockey is so far different from going to a hockey game and watching it on TV. Watching it on TV, it's really hard to get into. If you just had someone sit down and say, "Hey, this is hockey, let's watch it," they're not gonna be, they're not gonna be paying too much. But take them to a game, and I'm telling you, after one game, seems like a playoff atmosphere. It's bumping. You get a fight going on. The crowd's going crazy. It's really really fun. I ask you guys to go to a hockey game this year, and tell me you didn't have some fun watching it. So go out and get some hockey. I gotta get some hockey. I gotta get a Dallas Stars hat, maybe a T-shirt as well. But go out and get some hockey. But Craig will be doing that. Craig's hockey hat trick every Thursday night, and putting out that on here as well. So look forward to that. Headlines of the week. We haven't got too much for you. We have another woman has come out and accused Deshaun Watson of crude sexual acts against him, like all these ladies, and me and Craig talked about this when we were talking about the Deshaun Watson thing, that this could still be lingering on, and what will happen after. I don't think they can punish him again, no matter what happens. If three more women come out, I don't think they can punish him again. He's already been punished for his wrongdoings from the NFL, and that's the whole situation with Ray Rice, right? They punished Ray Rice for beating up his wife. There was no video, okay? Or the NFL says they didn't have the video. Never saw a video, which I do believe they did. They just changed the ruling, tried to change it, but they suspended him 2 games. The video was released. We watch him beat his wife to the point of he punched her so hard, she falls over, hits her head on the elevator, and drags her lifeless body out of the elevator. And everyone's going, "You gave him 2 games for this? Are you outside of your mind?" So then they went back and tried to punish him again. And he said, "Hey, you've already punished me for this crime. You can't do that to me again." And which I agree with. The NFL got the punishment wrong. Does it mean Ray Rice needs to be punished again because they screwed that up? Now, he was eventually blackballed. Or not blackballed. That's not the right preference. Or right word. He never played football again after that. Where was I going with that? But so Deshaun Watson will not be charged on these other things. I don't think they can be like, "Hey, another woman's coming out. We're tacking on 2 more games. His punishment will be done." And we're interested to see what happens. But also interested to see, will Poole and the NBA and the Warriors will they ever get over this punch? If you watch this video, a video leaked of Draymond Green goes and gets in Poole's face. Poole pushes him back. Draymond Green knocks him out, punches him in the face, knocks him out. This has been a big thing. Draymond Green's back at practice now. They're not suspending him, and they said that's because the players decided that they are not going to suspend him. But this is a big thing. Will they be able to overcome it? I think they'll be able to overcome it and still be a good basketball team and win a lot of games. But that's going to be an issue between them this year. And it's just a bad look. It's a bad look. You're going to Jordan Poole is going to be made fun of a lot because he got punched. Everyone saw him get knocked out. And that could drive a wedge in between them. I don't think Jordan Poole's over it yet. I don't think Jordan Poole is really talking to Draymond Green. I don't know. Draymond Green really hasn't apologized. Draymond Green to me is a piece of crap. I never really liked him before this. This just adds on to it. I told you he's that guy that numbers wise on the court doesn't really live up to the hype, doesn't do a whole lot, but he does a lot off the court. He does a lot in the leadership of that organization and that team. For some reason, when he was injured, they didn't seem to win a whole lot of games. He comes back, they're back on track, and he plays good defense. He's not a good scorer of the basketball. So numbers wise, you look at it and go, I don't know, he's that important, but he's important to the basketball team, and he's a leader in the basketball team, and that's why this could hurt even more because he is a leader, and he does have a lot of say in Poole in that organization. And will he be able to overcome it? I think they will, but that's a big. You're asking a lot of Jordan Poole to put away his negativity that he has towards Draymond Green and move forward with the basketball team. So just saw this. Brady's going to be fined $11,000 for the kick he put on Jarrett. I guess this is the NFL trying to make it somewhat better that he got the worst call in the history of football. It was one of the worst calls I'd ever seen that you guys would ever see. Just pathetic. And I was gonna try and pull it up, but I don't think I'm gonna have it. Horrible. We talked about that already, but he's gonna be fined $11,000 for that. Aaron Rodgers has a thumb injury, but they're not too concerned about it up there in Green Bay. And Akers is going to be out Sunday for the Rams. So the Rams have got to get their stuff together because I don't know what's going on over there. They're not looking very good, but they've got to get their stuff together. My Packers got to put their stuff together. Losing to the Giants is absolutely pathetic. The Bears lost to the Commanders last night. That was great. Not good football. They've got to do something about these Thursday night football games. You guys, this is killing us watching these horrible Thursday night football games. Let me look up and see what next week is. Next week football game because hopefully it's a better matchup. I mean, you've got to look at Amazon's got to be going, why don't we pay billions of dollars for this if you're going to keep giving us crappy games? Next week, you got Saints, the Cardinals. Now there will be a touchdown scored, at least in that one. So there was a touchdown last night, but they have 7-12. That was pretty bad. The Bears are horrible. I try to tell my buddy Brandon the Bears suck. I'm not just saying that because I'm a Bears fan or I'm a Packers fan. I'm saying that because it's true. All right, it's true. Cleveland's up 4-2 still against the Yankees in the bottom of the 10th with the one out. So it looks like the Guardians probably going to pull that one off. I'd be surprised if the Yankees came back, but there's been a lot of surprises in baseball this postseason. All right, guys. Well, that's going to be my episode this week. I gave you the top 5 games or the top games of the week. I only came up with 4. We got the NCAA schedule. If you like NCAA football, this is the weekend to watch. It's got some fantastic games. Headlines of the week. There's not been a whole lot going on too terribly much, but let's get into my locker this week. And in my locker, I've got a very interesting opportunity to go on a business trip for work. And I didn't know trash men go on business trips, but apparently we do. And I was asked to go on this business trip to learn the new training program for our work. So I will be leaving Houston on Monday. Monday is a travel day. I'll travel down there, get in there at 3:00 is when the hotel lets us in. I'll be staying the night. I'll be able to actually stay up and watch Sunday night football game, and stay up and watch the Monday night football game, which will be fantastic as well for me. Although the Monday night football game is trash, it's the Chargers and Broncos, but I'm traveling down there Monday. Tuesday I'll be working. Wednesday I'll be working, and then I'll travel home on Wednesday evening. So it's going to be interesting, to be fun. It's going to it makes me feel appreciated. I feel great that they chose me to go down there and represent our branch. So that's going to be fun, and interested into learning this new stuff. But staying at the hotel and to be a good time. I will miss my family. My wife's already like, I've already missed you. I'm like, I haven't left yet. So, let's see. Whataburger's got a new burger out. I'm trying it tomorrow. Okay. Tomorrow night for dinner. I told my wife we're having this for dinner. It's a new chili cheese burger. It looks fantastic. I love Whataburger. I'll let you guys know how it tastes. We've been watching the new Lord of the Rings show. I forget what it's called. Sorry. But that show's actually really good. We've watched a couple episodes of the Dahmer. It's hard to watch in general because it's creepy, the stuff he did. But We also got 4 kids. It's hard to find the time to watch it without them because we're not obviously not letting our 4 kids watch them. We've got a lot of stuff going on. We've got a party to go to next Saturday. I'll be out of town this week. Um, my wife has got my 2 youngest playing soccer on Friday during the day. We've got Halloween, of course. Call of Duty comes out the 28th. I'm super excited for that one. I've already got that pre-ordered, so it'll be downloaded and be ready to be played. So I've got a lot of things coming up this month. Next month, I'm going on vacation. We got my wife's birthday, my Annabelle's birthday's November, and Thanksgiving, and everything else. So it's gonna be a very busy next couple months, and then you got Christmas. So I love this time of year, but it does get busy. It does get stressful for us, but that's all right. We're able to handle it because we're adults, and we kind of got to. I'm having roast tonight. One of the best things you can make, Mississippi roast. Go look it up and make it. It's absolutely fantastic. Um, I'm thinking about doing a outspoken round table where we come on here and talk about, get a couple of my buddies or maybe one at a time, and we come on here and talk about other things in sports. I want to be able to do more than that, and talk about being a father, and talk about um, being a husband, and just anything that we want to talk about other than sports related that we can get into. I think that'll be fun to do every now and then. Um, get to know me more in my personal life. But I think that'd be a fantastic idea, and we're gonna probably call that the Outspoken Round Table and have that every now and then on the show. So look forward to that. Jeff's got some things up in the works with a new intro video for Craig's hockey hat trick. Hopefully, a new logo coming up now that we added Craig on the show, and just some things coming here, guys, with the Outspoken Sportscast. And we're looking forward to continuing this and driving it down the street here, trying to grow the show. But guys, God bless. Enjoy your weekend. Go watch some college football. And remember,